Hi, I'm Lauren Taylor from Active Property Group. We've got some changes coming up at APG, and before I fill you in on those, I wanted to give you a bit of an overview of where we've come from. While most people would know that APG is the fund manager for our property-backed investment trusts, APG was actually formed as a centralised service provider for our two sister companies, Private Mortgages Australia and Active Commercial. As well as operating as an investment manager, APG provides critical services across investor relations, administration, IT, accounting, and marketing for the two companies and their respective trusts. While we're probably most well known as the fund administrator for our mortgage funds, PMAC Trust and PMA Direct, we have also acted as the fund administrator for a range of commercial property trusts, which are managed by Active Commercial. Over the last decade, Active Commercial has managed 5 commercial properties across Victoria and Queensland, and APG has assisted with all associated administration. 3 of those properties have now been sold with agreement from our investors in order to capitalise on profitability. The 2 remaining properties are currently under offer and are expected to be sold prior to the end of the 2026 financial year. Once the remaining commercial properties have been sold and the trusts wound up, APG will no longer be required to provide services to Active Commercial and will solely be providing services to Private Mortgages Australia and their respective trusts. As such, we've decided to amalgamate Private Mortgages Australia and Active Property Group in order to bring the services provided in-house. This was a strategic decision as it no longer made sense to have 2 separate companies if APG was only providing services to PMA. In case you aren't aware, Private Mortgages Australia is the mortgage manager for our mortgage funds, and their role is to source the borrowers, conduct extensive due diligence, and manage the loan through to repayment. So what does this mean for the investors in our mortgage funds? Basically, there will be very few changes, if any, for investors in our mortgage funds. The investor relations team will remain the same, as will all of our current processes. We will still even be operating under the name Active Property Group, so all our communication, including our email addresses, will remain the same. The only change you may notice is that my title will change. I will no longer be Managing Director, but Chief Operating Officer. However, my role will remain exactly the same. APG has been widely recognised for its exceptional customer service, ensuring investors feel informed, supported, and confident their hard-earned money and their peace of mind are being carefully looked after. Clear communication, responsive service, and transparency have always been central to the APG experience, and this won't change. In fact, once the commercial property trusts have been finalised, we'll have an even firmer focus on the investors in our mortgage funds and expect that the service we provide will only be strengthened by this dedication. Over the years, our mortgage funds have delivered attractive returns, supported by the conservative lending practices, strong security positions, and experienced loan management of PMA's team. As we join forces, our commitment to delivering excellent outcomes for our broker and borrower partners, as well as our investors, will only be bolstered. If you have any questions about these changes, then please get in touch with me at lauren@activepropertygroup.com.au. Thanks, and see you next time.